What is going on? It's your boy, Black Pino the Apple Guy, and I thought I would make up a follow video to something I did a couple months ago about what it takes, or what is it to be a YouTuber, basically what a YouTuber is. And I've been watching a lot of videos, and I know there's a lot of people out there, I usually get this a lot, especially where I work at. People, really want to start a YouTube channel, but they really don't know how to start it, or they really don't know what to do. It's usually the first common questions I get is, what is your channel and what do you do? And then I usually ask them in rebuttal, what do you like to do and are you good at it? Generally, when it comes to, there really isn't an easy answer to it, I suppose. I mean, well, there actually is an easy answer to being a YouTuber. It's one of the things that I know that most people probably don't really focus that much on is having the so what I'm looking for, having to be able to be comfortable with not only talking into a camera or a GoPro or a phone or whatever, is being comfortable with yourself doing it outside in an open environment. It's different when you're at home and you're doing a video because you're more relaxed. There's not nothing to distract you. You don't have to worry about somebody's kid running around getting in your way, or people just kind of looking at you strange, like, why are they talking into a camera? That's a little weird. So that's really one of the main things about being a YouTuber, is being ultimately comfortable with sitting in front of your camera and doing a vlog. Because basically a YouTuber is nothing more than just a vlogger, whether you're doing it with supercars or cars, or the latest restaurant or fashion, or generally just whatever. You're basically just sitting in front of a camera, well, not sitting, but you're in front of a camera with yourself and just basically showing and talking about whatever the content is that you're doing. And a lot of people, I can understand feeling a little uncomfortable with it, because it is a little, it is scary, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started doing my YouTube channel, I started all my videos at home, in my house. Pretty much the majority of my videos were just me sitting in my house, in my room. And then the actual first time I actually didn't feel as uncomfortable is when I went to VidCon, which is basically a giant YouTubers convention for people who like to do online videos, who like to create videos, and for other social media platforms for people who like to do that as well. And that was actually my first time really not feeling too uncomfortable doing it. I still feel uncomfortable when I'm out and about doing it sometimes, but not as much as apprehensive as when I first started. But that's really one of the things that you have to overcome, is that ability to be able to do it and kind of just blank everybody else around you, unless it's like you're kind of getting their perspective on something, or you want to talk to someone and you're putting them in your vlog. So when it comes to being a YouTuber, it's more than just the video editing and the chopping up scenes and then posting up there. It's having to deal with being comfortable in yourself and having the self-confidence to be out there and to really do that. Some people are very people-orientated, so they can go out and they can do that, whereas other people, they're a little bit more shy and introverted. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm introverted myself, not a lot now, but it can be somewhat overwhelming, because you've got this camera and you're walking around with it and you're just kind of showing and you're recording stuff, and people are walking through your frames as you're doing it, and they're looking at you like, what is he doing? What is she doing? Why are they walking around with a camera? Oh, they look stupid talking into a camera. And you're gonna get those looks every once in a while, because I haven't gotten those looks, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't let it bother me, because that's just that's one of the things that you learn becoming a YouTuber, is how to become more socially socially not acceptable, but socially comfortable with what you're doing. So and then once you get comfortable with that, then everything else will kind of fall into place. Your content will be a lot better once you understand that video editing does take some time. It's some of those things where you can learn it in like a couple of hours and then be good at it. It's a tedious process, but once you start off with the easy bit, like if you have an Apple device, I would highly suggest using iMovie first before jumping into like Adobe Premiere Pro or Adobe Premiere Elements or programs that are a little bit more sophisticated than you're used to using. I would certainly definitely try iMovie. And for Windows, again, they've got many different programs out there that are not as robust but are easy to do. Once you understand the bare basics of it, then as you feel more comfortable with it, then you can do a little bit more with Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, and kind of piece those together and then start that YouTube channel that you've always wanted to do. But generally, I usually get people who really, when they want to start it, when they ask me, like, well, what do you do for your channel? I tell them this is what I do. When they go, how do you get started? I'm like, you just start. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, start one. Don't just say, oh, I'm not really sure, because then if you're not really sure, then you really don't want to do it. It's one of those things where you really have to kind of get over that self-confidence. You really need that in order to feel comfortable with yourself. Like when I watch a lot of my YouTuber, a lot of the people that I watch, a lot of the creators I watch, like for instance, I watch Vehicle Virgin and Daily Driven Exotics, Parker Nerestein and Damien Fry. When you look at them, you wonder, how are they so able to, just walk around with a camera and just go and just vlog and feel, that confidence? It's just, they have that confidence, and I'm sure they probably had that feeling of, well, I don't know if I want to do this, or they weren't really sure because, they're probably afraid that people look at them strange because they're talking to a camera. But you overcome that after a while. If you're a very social person and you can do that, then it's not a problem. But for people who are introverted like myself and others, it becomes a little bit more difficult. But once you get beyond that, once you get past that, honestly, it's a lot easier. And it may take you a while to, get recognized. I mean, like I said, I've been doing it, I've been YouTubing since 2006, so basically a year or so after YouTube was created. And granted, when I started doing it, I really wasn't thinking about it in the terms of making money. I was thinking in the terms of putting out videos that people might be interested in, and if they subscribe, that's cool. If they didn't, well, that's fine also, because at least I got that video out there for them to notice it. So I'm at the point now to where I want to create a larger platform, but I also want to get those subscribers as well. So I'm not coming in it in the sense of wanting to get money, once I get, the certain amount of subscribers that you need, and then the viewing. I'm really doing it primarily for myself, as to want to get videos out there to show people who like the content that I have, but kind of grow it at the same time. But if, at the same token, also if I get paid for it, well, then that's good too. But I'm not really looking at it from a monetary, position. I'm looking at it from, I want you to learn what I've learned, so that you can take what I've learned, apply it to what you want to do, and then you can teach others. And if you grow and get paid at the same time for doing that, again, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's one of those things where you really have to get over that self-confidence in order to do it. I mean, what I mean by getting over self-confidence, you really have to get over that, fear of, what are people going to think when you're doing this, or when they're looking at you strange, when you've got a camera in your face and you're just showing stuff. You really have to get over that. Once you get over that, I can guarantee that it will become more and more easier for you to put out content there that will be easier for you, and for all the people who want to do it, will be easy for them as well. So, and it really, honestly, it doesn't matter how you get the content as far as what you want to use. Like I said, I use GoPros for all my video content. Sure, I can go out and buy a camera, but it's not something that I feel comfortable with doing, because I'm used to doing GoPros, because for me it's easier. So if you've already got a camera, or if you've got a cell phone, you can try either one of those. It's fine. It's one of those things where you have to get over that, have to get that self-confidence to be okay with doing it. If you're not, I can tell you right now, trying to vlog, it's just going to be difficult for you. You're not going to be able to get past that first step of being comfortable with taking out your camera, videotaping yourself, walking around, showing people things, that other people probably have never seen. You have to get over that. Without that, then honestly, you're going to be stuck. And once you get stuck, it's very hard to get past it. Like I said, when I started doing my videos, I did it all in the house because at the time I didn't really know much about vlogging and all that, other than I saw people making videos and they were posting them up. I didn't know if they were doing it from, walking around and vlogging and all that. So for me, I was more comfortable with doing it at home until I felt more comfortable with taking my stuff out and vlogging outside. But again, like I said, I'm still learning, but I've gotten over that hurdle. You have to get over that first hurdle. And once you get over that, I can guarantee you, it gets easier. And just watch your favorite creators. Look at where they started. Look at what they did. I don't know who you're watching or what the creators that you're following, but all the people that I follow, they've had issues. They've not want to say issues. They've had, self-confidence issues. Not really self-confidence, but they were, felt a little uncomfortable with walking around with a camera, talking into it and describing stuff. But they got over that, and then you can see where they're at now. And the same thing can be done for you and for me and for tons of other people out there who want to do YouTube channels. If you want to do a YouTube channel, get over that first hurdle of having that self-confidence to be able to do it. Once you get over that, once you get that support and that confidence, I can guarantee you it'll be so much more easier. And that's just what I want to bring out to my fellow subscribers and the people out there who want to do YouTube. So, again, this is Black Apino, the Apple Guy. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to browse and like and subscribe to my channel.